to go now.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Sorry for being a little late today, but me and Jerry, we have life and we both work, other jobs, but we're always putting our passion and our commitment into our side gigs to make that our full time. We usually do events, so we really miss seeing people, and we're starting to kick those up. So we're excited to share with people, the benefits of what CBD is. And the biggest thing about this industry is education, because we've been taught a lot of crap. So we are here today to educate you a little bit more on, the difference between hemp, marijuana, then also, what the benefits that cannabis has for us. So the history of marijuana goes way back, but let's talk a little bit about where it went wrong. Some really cool resources that hemp is what CBD is made out of. So Jerry, why don't you tell them the difference between hemp and marijuana?
So you have actually cannabis. That's the family of marijuana hemp, just like you have citrus, lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruits. Same concept, just a little different. So hemp is very, very high in CBD, very, very low in THC. So you get the health benefits without the psychoactive ingredient of THC. It has a very little bit, just to give you that full entourage effect. And there are also CBD products without marijuana, without THC. So in case you're worried about getting drug tested or anything like that, we got you covered. And then marijuana obviously is going to be very, very high in THC, very low in CBD. So you get more of that psychoactive, it does help, but it's more masculine because it's more of a high. So it's more, with the mind. And, has some people may get paranoid from THC. So that's why a lot of people don't like marijuana or THC for that main reason. I like marijuana. I've been smoking since I was 13, but hemp does help. It helps a lot more than marijuana personally with the different issues I have with my neck, my back issues, my stomach issues. I can go on, but it's amazing what this one little plant can do. And Kim can tell you that too. She's has some good experiences with hemp and marijuana herself too.
Yeah, so I fell on a zip line about probably 12 years ago, and I was at a church function, fell on a root, and I wasn't as young as I thought I was. I wasn't Superwoman, but it really hurt my feet, and I went to a doctor, and he programmed me for the next 3 to 4 years that I had this thing called plantar fasciitis, and I did all kinds of therapies. I did the shots. But when I started the products just a few years ago, literally introducing the CBD to my body activated my endocannabinoid system, and that discomfort in my feet basically started to go away. I was able to stay on my feet longer. I was able to not run yet. I got to find that in my schedule. But I was able to feel better. And I tell people I feel 30 years old again, because that's when the situation happened. And it's been that long. I just gave my age, but it's been that long since, I felt that good. And it's been crazy. So yeah, these, and even like me and Jerry, both of our pets, like our cats,
yes,
they're on the pet CBD oil, because anything with a spine has the same system. And when you activate that system with this natural plant, all of our products are double tested. So we even say, like, when you go out and look for CBD, because people are curious and interested, and it's on every shelf, there's no regulation for CBD. So anybody and everybody, and we've even met people that were doing CBD out of their bathtub. So seriously, I would not want to take something out of somebody's bathtub. But our company is out of Las Vegas. They have even different brands that you can choose from if you're not too keen about the CBD yet. They have mantra essential oils. They have nutritional sprays, and they have a travel club. So, I mean, there's a lot of fun things that they give you different avenues, and you receive all of that with your membership. So, well, that's really cool. But we're talking today about the CBD because when you activate that system, it balances, regulates a lot of the issues that people are having. And a lot of people come to us about their pets. They're like, oh, yeah, I put my pet on that. And we're like, you have the same system. Like, you could receive those benefits. It's interesting, doctors study the body and they understand how our bodies work. But the first thing they give us, because it's higher paying, I won't mention too much, but they give us a chemical of pharmaceutical, like a pharma, and believe that's going to be the cure. But then 10 years later, there's all these side effects that the commercial says that people get hit with later. But a natural herb, when introduced to your body, activates the system we already have, which is amazing. And Jerry, you can tell them how they can take it the different ways because you have the products.
Yep. So as Kim was saying, hopefully you can see this picture. We have an endocrine cannabinoid system, and that's pretty much any mammal that has a spine has a system. We call it the ECS for short, and it's pretty much contains these different receptors throughout the body. The CBD1, the CBD2 receptor, those are the main receptors. So when you introduce a natural CBD product, a natural hemp product, it's going to wake up these receptors, it's going to balance your body out and bring you back to the homeostasis site. So the reason why marijuana, hemp's been on prohibition for so long is because of big pharma, the big corporations. They do not like hemp because there's about 50,000 different products you can make from hemp, which is kind of crazy. So when CBD first came out, the biggest thing was the oils, the tinctures. I love them. I usually take between the 500 to 750, depending on how much I can afford that month. Right now, I'm doing the 500 because I can't afford the 750 right now. But so that's the 500 lemon lime flavor. I do take full spectrum since my job doesn't drug test. Shake it up just so you get all that stuff nice and mixed. Nice thing about our products, they only contain CBD oil, hemp oil, which you want to use using the whole plant. All the different natural terpenes that come in the plant. Has a very, very, very little THC, the black labels, just to give that full entourage effect. And a little natural flavor with a little sativa leaf for the fruity flavor, just to give it that little sweetness. And that's what your oil should look like, nice and green. It shouldn't be brown, it shouldn't be clear. That's what your oil should look like. Put it underneath your tongue for about 30 seconds to a minute. You can microdose with this. You could take it 2 times a day. Me, I do love the new gel capsules that we have. The gel capsules are amazing. All the gel capsules don't have any THC. My favorite one is the CBD coffee berry. This stuff is amazing. Kim can tell you too. She loves this stuff too. Gives you the energy without the caffeine high, the caffeine rush, that sugar rush. Also has 100 milligrams of neurofactor. Look up the neurofactor. It does something with the protein in your brains to make your brain work. Then it also has a coffee berry extract, where on the coffee plant, there's a coffee berry, coffee nut, there's a couple names for it. They actually used to throw it away until I realized it was a superfood and all these amazing health benefits it has. Then 25 milligrams broad spectrum. So this is what I usually take in the morning. And then I usually microdose with the oil, especially if it's busy at work. I start seeing I'm getting stressed. I'll take a little bit, that'll help with my stress levels. If you have issues sleeping, we do have a CBD with melatonin, because our bodies do produce natural melatonin, but because of cell phones, tablets, especially now with remote learning, a lot of people are working remotely from home, all these different screens, they emulate blue lights, and that produces less of the natural melatonin in your body, so that's why it's harder to fall asleep. You take these for about 15 minutes, so say half an hour before you go to bed, you will have a nice 8 hours sleep, wake up nice refreshed, ready to go on the next day. So this has 25 milligrams of the broad spectrum CBD plus 5 milligrams of melatonin. Amazing stuff. This is probably my second favorite. It's a CBD with curcumin. Curcumin comes from the turmeric plant, so has a lot of anti-inflammatory traits. So if you suffer from different things, I can't say the names because of the FTC, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healthcare professional. But just Google your symptoms, CBD, and you'll see the amazing results you can have. Same thing with this, 25 milligrams of broad spectrum, 50 milligrams of turmeric extract. I actually like to cook with turmeric a lot too. It just has a lot of amazing health benefits. And then we have the CBD with vitality. This is really good, especially what's going on in the world. I'm not going to say its name, but you know what I'm talking about. So this has D3. D3 comes from the sun naturally. I get out a lot down here in Florida, so I get, I do get enough from the sun, but I do take these a couple times a week. Sometimes, I might be working and not get enough sun. D3 is real good. Vitamin C and zinc, those are probably the best three things you can help for your immune system to build it up, coupled with a lot of different diseases and stuff like that. So this has 62.5 milligrams of vitamin D, has 250 milligrams of dry yeast ferment, which is pretty much a probiotic. That's for good for gut health, the immune system, and the 25 milligrams of CBD. We also have our amazing, these things are addicting, our CBD infused gummies. These like the regular gummies, but the CBD gummies, they're a little expensive.
Yeah, and there's 10 milligrams of CBD in those. And we have a few families that are actually, giving it to their kids because
that's what they look like.
Yeah, the kids are wound up and, they have all these letters of the alphabet that they're being given. And it's just because they're not getting out and exercising and playing in the sun and getting, recesses have even been taken away from schools. And it's like, these kids need to get, like their excitement out in ways that don't irritate us. So, they need that balance too.
Tell everybody about that story at the mall from the other vendor came with her son.
Oh yeah. So there was this kid, he was probably like 5 or 6 and he was being a kid. He's having to sit there with his mom and she was a vendor. So, she's giving him the video games, things like that to keep him occupied. Totally understood because I had one of those too, long time ago. But and he's now taking the gummies. Wish I had him back then. But, the school had given him letters of the alphabet that said, he had issues with attention. It wasn't attention. It was, he was bored. He wasn't getting enough attention to activate his brain. But this little kid was actually like taking his sister in a cart, running around like a speedway. And everybody was like, oh my God. And I was just sitting there going, he's just being a kid. What are we going to do? Put him in a box? And the mom was like, I'm done. I don't know what to do. And I told her about the gummies. I told her there's testing. I told her that, I even gave one to her because she needed a little calm down. And she gets them every month for her son. But as soon as he took them, he was still excited, but he was sitting in one spot. He was still loud, but he was sitting in one spot. He wasn't having to go crazy, run around and, get in trouble. So it's amazing what these products do. And even us, like as an adult, I take the gummies and it relaxes. It doesn't relax me to the sense of I don't want to do anything, but it just kind of focuses your brain. You're not like, oh my gosh, I got all this stuff to do. It's like, oh, and like Jerry said, the coffee berry. Oh, yes. Coffee berry. Oh,
amazing.
What I tell people coffee berry does is you make a list. How often do you check the crap off and actually do it? Because you forget and you see a squirrel and, you start looking on Facebook and 2 hours later, and, but with this, it's like you make the list, you have everything organized and you actually check off the list. You get stuff done and your brain's being activated. You're getting the CBD, you get the energy. So, you don't feel drained. And with all this quarantine, people are drained, people are stressed. So we even have sample kits now of our oils. We have a 3-day sample supply of our oils. We have, I think it's strawberry guava. Oh, yep, there you go. Jerry's going to show you some of what the website. First of all, our website.
This is just the homepage. It's going through the different products, Yeah,
it's just gorgeous. But so a little history on I love prohibition. So let's talk about how far we've come. All right. So when I tell people that in 1930 there was a plastic that turtles could eat, made out of hemp. People are like, no way. I'm like, yeah, way. Seriously. Like, seriously. Big corporations still to this day don't want us to be healthy, do not want us to have the upper hand. And we won't go down any rabbit holes, but we could. If you want to, reach out to me and Jerry. We'll
That's
go
a
down
whole
some.
nother Zoom.
Yeah, like that's another Zoom. But I'll keep it cannabis here. But yeah, there's over 50,000 resources. Trump signed the Farm Act bill in 2018. He opened the doors. He separated hemp from marijuana. So all these resources can come back. However you take that, whatever. But that is a huge step. These people have put hemp and marijuana in the same category since the 1930s. They burned hemp farms all over the world because they didn't want the resources that hemp could give us, not just the health benefits, but affordable wood that, you know, like they're even finding out that if you make a house made out of hemp wood, that there's a possibility, and this is for all Floridians, that there's a possibility you don't have to fill your house with pesticides because of pests, you know, to kill bugs and things and crawlies. Like, just imagine that. That's heaven to me. Like, wow.
And the hemp you can also use as insulation. It also has a very high I forget what the name is, but against fire, the rate it takes very high heat for hemp to catch on fire. So that's also another good thing too for the, you know, when they build the wood from hemp, it has a very, I forget the name, but high heat, whatever the name is.
And me and Jerry actually went to Sativa College. So we did like the 4-week course. We got our diploma, but it was really interesting seeing the different ways that hemp and Mary Jane grow and what you have to do. And Mary Jane, there's a lot of stuff you have to do to make sure that flower isn't, you know, can like hurt in any way, you know, like it's not, I don't know, like we won't go there. But with hemp, you just let it grow. Male and female can be together. Like, you grows like corn. Some other really cool things is the more hemp that you grow, the more our soil will detoxify. Listen to that.
And
the
the
more
air.
hemp we grow, the air will purify. It'll pull radiation. It'll pull chemtrails, but it'll pull a lot of stuff out there and purify it. Like, it's a magical plant that we are not utilizing. And I love our company, how they just keep, I mean, they came out with the Vitality right around the time that COVID and all this started, because it was just like, oh my gosh, we need to clean our gut. We're not talking about that. They have a nutritional spray with vitamin C and zinc. They are like right on top of what our system needs at a specific time. It's amazing, and it's affordable. And then we have a tour that you can take, a virtual tour that you can take, like reach out to me or reach out to Jerry, and it's free. It's just 4 videos that kind of display kind of like what the company is, the brands, information around that. If you want to join the company, there's ways you can do that. You can push shop and just go shopping. There's a 60-day money back guarantee on all the products, and all the products have double testing on every batch. There's not a lot of companies out there that are spending the money to double test their products, but doing an investigation and some research, me and Jerry even found out that the FDA, this is they're allowing this, is allowing a certain percentage of lead in the oils that you see on I'm not going to cuss, but on the shelf. And that just blows my mind. Like, there's people out there going, oh yeah, I got some CBD from XYZ store. And I'm like, okay, how'd it go? Oh, it didn't do anything. And it tasted horrible. And I'm like, how much you pay for it? Oh, like $30. And I'm like, okay. You get what you pay for.
Should be nice and green, just like that. That's what your CBD oil should look like, just like the plant.
Yes. And Jerry, tell them how they take it.
Yeah, so pretty much you shake up the bottle, and you can never take too much CBD oil. If you do take too much CBD oil, the worst thing that happens, you'll get a headache. That's when you know, okay, I need to lower my dose. So,
and that's why we start off small. Anytime you're doing a detox to your body of an oil or anything, you always start off small,
About
microdose.
So about a quarter dropper, that's what you're gonna start with. One of the things you're talking, the main reason is that's because we have all your sublingual glands. I never knew this until I got into the hemp business, where that has about a 90% absorption rate. Anything you take through your gut, your stomach, only has about a 30% absorption rate because it's got to go through all the different intestines, your liver, all the different stuff. So now our gel capsules actually have a good absorption rate through our stomach because they have MTC oil, and that's because we have the company actually hired a doctor that been studying cannabinoids for like 30 something years, I believe, right, Kim?
Yeah, it's our chief science officer, and he's been in the cannabinoid industry field for over 35 years. So the products that are coming out are over and beyond what you'll find in any other company. And the coolest part is you can use it, find the benefits, feel the benefits, share the benefits, and reap the benefits.
Then one thing Kim forgot to mention also, when you go in hemp, it brings the honeybees back, which we need that because they're getting extinct. So that's a big thing right now, is because they are the ones that pollinate the flowers. So that's been a big thing with the bees, is to bring the bee population back, which without bees, pretty much life is over. They're pretty much the beginning of the food chain, bees. So bees are very important to the whole ecosystem.
So don't kill a bee.
Yep.
Protect the bees.
And then this is probably one of Kim's favorites too, is the CBD coffee with chaga mushroom. My favorite. I love this stuff.
Yeah, and so it has the CBD in it. They're already sectioned out for you, so you don't have to measure.
Yeah, I don't have any right now, unfortunately. I'm waiting for my order to come in, so I can't show you what it looks like.
Yeah, I know. They go pretty quick, but it's yummy. But it's a great way to start the day. You get your coffee, and the chaga mushrooms is an ancient. There's so much studies coming out of all the natural ways of the earth, and that's what I'm gonna say. Psychedelic mushrooms, things like that. And our company has tapped into that with this product. So they've added this chaga mushroom, and it's an ancient superfood made out of the chaga. That's what the chaga mushroom is. And so it has amazing benefits for your immune system, your health, all kinds of stuff. So it's like tapping into all of those ways of health through the earth.
And then we also have these amazing things. This is one of the old ones, but the CBD bath bombs. These things I love them.
And what's cool about that is the bath bomb actually
dissolves
all of it. It's not just, it doesn't leave like a big clump like I've had some do. And we have that endocannabinoid system on top of our skin as well. So having that soak in and using the benefits of the water is just another added benefit. And so we talked about the oils. There's some different ways that you can try. Like we said, you take a virtual tour, watch 4 videos, find out more about the company, the products. If you want to jump in and say, hey, I could share this with 3 or 4 people and make a side income, we'd love to show you that. If that's not your jam, no problem. Being a customer, you get wholesale pricing, and you can click after you watch the tour and purchase whatever you'd like. We have bulk items, like we have like bulk packages now, which is amazing. So you can even try like all the brands together. It's amazing what they're doing for people. And then we also have, if you just want to purchase the Hemp Works, which is our CBD products, you can just do that. Another thing we do is the 60-day money back guarantee. If you share it, like you can even share as a customer and receive free product. as a customer, you can sign up for like our auto ship system. You don't have to, that's not a requirement. But if you do, you get loyalty rewards. And Jerry, he bought our diffuser with it.
Got it free.
Yeah, and during Christmas, I bought a whole pack of stuff. And the products you can use, you can sell to somebody. Like it's an amazing system, and we love to share with people the benefits, educate people, but we also want people to know there's choices out there for them to choose. We don't have to wait around for a stimulus. We don't have to cross our fingers that somebody else is going to help us. We don't have to cross our fingers that our job is going to be here the next day. And it's happening for people, and it's very sad. So we want to get the word out that if you're interested, take a deeper look, let us know. If you're not, no problem. Try the products for 60 days. You don't like it, get your money back. Not a big deal. But let your body experience what it's like to have that endocannabinoid system activated. And we also have samples. So we have samples of our shampoo and conditioner, and we have samples of the CBD coffee. You get a 3-day sample. And then we also have samples of 3 different types of our 500 milligram no THC tinctures. Here, I'll show you guys what I look like just because I'm stopped.
Yep, that's strawberry, guava, peppermint, and natural. Now, as Kim was saying with the third-party testing, each bottle or product has this QR code. You scan that code, it takes you directly to the documentation. And even like Kim was saying, the double testing is that our farms that we get the products from, their farms are tested before that it's even turned into the CBD oil or the hemp products before they're even given to HempWorks. And then we're also part of the Hemp Authority, that little orange symbol there. Those are the 2 biggest things you want to look for on any CBD products when you're buying them. And like Kim was saying, we can ship the products, ship out the samples to you. It depends on what you want. There's different couple prices for the shampoo, conditioner, or if you want the oils, or if you want the coffee. And the nice thing is no shipping and handling, just pay for the price of the products. We will charge you pretty much what we're paying, wholesale pricing. The amazing products. This is another amazing is the Relief Cream. This is like Bengay Tiger Balm, but doesn't have that menthol smell. It's not like Tiger Balm that gives you that burning sensation. And they actually just added CBG to this, which is CBD is supposedly another amazing cannabinoid, with the CBD.
Yeah, so me and Jerry are here every Sunday, 2 p.m. Whether we're working or not, we're going to do our best to do this. Here in the future, we'll have some events coming out where we can all meet up and go bowling and things like that. Things are starting to open up. But, right now, I think we're just going to do this. If you guys have questions, let us know. Drop them below. We'll put you in a drawing for a free sample if you share it with somebody, if you ask us a good question, if you want us to reach out to somebody, like just let us know. Let's create a space where people have choices for their health. So we really appreciate you guys. And again, we're here just to educate, let you know what we're using, how it's working for us. There's a lot out there, so just make sure you know what you're getting. And we appreciate you. And here, I'll go on. Yes, this is me in full gear. Hi, how are you? My little hat and everything. But yeah, so we are working our side gig while we're doing our full-time gig. But hey, that's life. And the more we do this, though, the more I don't have to do this. So, we want to share with people. We want that same opportunity for you. But we love you guys. Stay safe. Live your life. Laugh. Have fun.
Get outside.
Get outside. Breathe fresh air. That's all we'll say. But yeah, we will see you next week. Same time, same bat channel. And this is the Kim and Jerry Show. Being real and ask us questions. Like, seriously, guys. Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome, Kim.
Bye.